We are starting with the last 24 hours on our star, and we find that we had another M-class flare, a few filament releases, but nothing major, and the big coronal hole is turning through central longitudes. Its solar wind should arrive at some point late Sunday or Monday, at which point the solar wind will take another enhancement. The ones from the previous CME impacts are beginning to fade this morning after the last two CMEs combined yesterday morning to trigger a pretty powerful but thankfully positive deviation to the magnetic system of Earth. You can see that here. It caused a level 3 geomagnetic storm that took nearly all day to wither back to normal geomagnetic conditions. We could get a reverberation today. Wanted to highlight one of the filament eruptions over the last 24 hours because it shows the importance of using multiple wavelengths to analyze space weather. This filament doesn't appear to erupt. In fact, in 304 angstroms, the entire thing looks like it's careening back down onto the sun, but there's more to the story. As we see in 211 angstroms, there was a surrounding magnetic canopy to the filament system, and that did erupt during the destabilization of the filament. We'll watch that again here. Even without the core of the plasma releasing, the upper bulb of the magnetic arch did release. The other release was on the departing quadrant on the south, a flare and field breakout event causing a small CME over there as well. You will see both eruptions on SOHO coronagraphs, and neither one is aimed at Earth. Top remark on the solar storm yesterday is that aurora were once again seen from Arizona. This adds to the record number of such events this year, leaving past years in the dust. The geomagnetic storm caused a significant uptick in all sorts of technological issues we expect to see, including electrical fires, major system outages of internet and phone, including a major carrier going down completely for a while in the UK. There were blown transformers, clear sky power outages, long pipeline issues as well, both for water and for gas services, several of those reported, and a suspicious house explosion in the UK as well, likely also related to a gas line issue. Induction impacts can continue for 36 hours after the storm subsides, so eyes open on those items again today. Using auroral records to determine that a solar storm in 1872 was as bad as the 1921, mid-1900s, and 1989 solar storms, nearly as bad as the 1859 Carrington event. It's telling them that damaging solar storms are actually much more common than the models currently estimate, which doesn't bode well for us as Earth's protective magnetic field continues weakening in the ongoing excursion.